Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Polymathy. I'm Luke, and this is a continuation of my series of videos about the Latin language. And this is the second video about metrical feet in Latin, and in it we will discuss trisyllables. In the previous video, we talked about disyllables, and I recommend watching that video before proceeding with this one. As in that previous video on disyllables, we will be finding words in Latin that are tribracs, dactyls, amphibracs, anapests, becaiuses, critics, antibecaiuses, and melosises. As we have noted in previous videos, the Latin language has words that have discrete long and short syllables. Individual words have phonemic rhythm. They have phonemic vowel and syllable length. And the first trisyllabic rhythm we will discuss today is the tribrac. The tribrac has three short syllables. Bum bum bum, bum bum bum. Here on the left you'll see musical notation, which is a representation with quarter and half notes of this symbology of syllable length, which is here in red. Bum bum bum, that's a tribrac. What are some words in Latin that are tribracs? Itaque. Itaque. Each syllable has a short vowel, and it ends in that very same short vowel. Itaque. Bum bum bum. Anima. 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 Short, short, short. As we mentioned in the previous video, certain speakers of Latin, not only English speakers of Latin, but in particular Italian speakers of Latin, have trouble with dibracs in the previous video, and in this video tribracs, because these speakers are inclined to take the stressed syllable, which in all of these words will be the first syllable, and not pronounce itaque, but to say itaque. Well, we'll see later that the rhythm of itaque is in fact a dactyl if we do it incorrectly by saying itaque. That's wrong. It's itaque. And it's not anima. That would be a dactyl. But anima is a tribrac. Anima. Short, short, short. Anima. Maria. Maria. So definitely not Maria. Maria is correct. Legere. Legere. To read. Legere. Agere. To do. Agere. Genera. Kinds or types. Genera. Now let's talk about dactyls. The dactyl, which you may have heard in the term dactylic hexameter, is in poetry perhaps the most important kind of metrical foot. It is used in many forms of Latin and Greek poetry. What are some words that make perfect dactyls in Latin? Dicere. Pardon the mistake there. This one is long. Dicere. Dicere. How could we pronounce this incorrectly? We could do what I kind of did by accident here, is to make the first syllable short. Dicere. That's wrong. It's dicere with a long duration, not dicere, but dicere. Pronouncing this dicere would be as wrong as saying this is anima. Well, that's wrong. This is dicere, and this is anima. Cernere. To discern. Cernere. Omnia. Everything. Munera. Gifts. Litora. Shores. Now let's learn some amphibracs. The amphibrac has a short, then a long, then another short syllable. Ba-bum bum, ba-bum bum. Amare is a classic example. Amare. This word sounds exactly as it does in modern Italian. Amare. To love. Amare. Tenere, to hold. Adire, to go to. Habere, to have. These tend to be fairly easy for Italian speakers of Latin to pronounce perfectly, and usually English speakers don't have much trouble. However, sometimes English and also Polish speakers, instead of saying amare, they will keep the stress on the syllable, but they will make it short. They'll turn it into a tribrac with the stressed second syllable and say amare, or tenere, or adire, or habere. Spanish speakers also tend to do this because long vowels are uncommon in most forms of Spanish. However, amare is completely wrong. It's amare, short, long, short, amare. Tenere is completely wrong. It must be tenere. This is a long syllable. Adire, not adire. And habere, not habere. Next are anapests. The anapest rhythm is short, short, long. Bum, 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 bum. And igitur is a fine example. Note that any syllable that ends in a consonant, such as this tur, makes the syllable long. If a vowel were to follow, then the consonant becomes attached to that vowel, and then depending on the length of the internal vowel of this syllable, the syllable may be long or short. But in complete isolation like this, out of context, igitur is an anapest. As we mentioned before, sometimes people will mispronounce the word igitur by turning it into a cretic, by making igitur long, short, long. Well, that's the rhythm of the cretic. Igitur is wrong, because it's not a cretic, it's an anapest. Igitur. These rhythms are the inherent nature of the words. These rhythms are lexical. They are part of the identity of the word in Latin. Pelagis, in the seas. Iterum, iterum, again. How could this be wrong? Iterum, making it a cretic, would be wrong. It's iterum, iterum. Requiem, quiet, peace, requiem. Sedeo, I sit. The next type of rhythm is the Bacchius, and it has short, long, long. Bum, 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 bum. Abundans, abundant. Relatos, abibo, I will go away. Querentes, people who are complaining. Querentes. A critic is long, short, long. Bum, 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 bum. Incipit, it begins. Concito, I excite. Percita, excited. Dicitur, it is said. Insulae, islands. The next type of metrical foot is the antibacchius. The bacchius was short, long, long. And the antibacchius is long, long, short. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Romana. Commota. In what way do people sometimes pronounce these wrong? Romana. Well, this looks very much like a word which is found in other languages. For example, in Italian, a word with practically the same spelling, of course with no long marks, the word is romana. The long vowel here is not retained phonemically in Italian, so Italians merely say romana, but that's incorrect. That's not good Latin pronunciation. Good Latin pronunciation retains the long vowel. It retains the long syllable. Romana, romana, commota. Italians don't have much trouble doing this because it has a duplicated consonant, and the duplication of the consonant creates this long syllable. Italians do this all the time with native Italian words. So saying commota is not very hard for an Italian speaker of Latin. However, for English speakers of Latin, or German, or Spanish, commota, commota, making this short, that is to make the M only single instead of duplex, is the common problem. But we must remember that it's a double consonant. Commota, commota, bum bum bum, commota. Mostrante, fulgere, to shine or to glow. Fulgere. Now let's talk about the molossus, the molossus. An interesting note, the name molossus, or molasses, has been given by Hans Zimmer to one of the songs in the 2005 movie Batman Begins. And that song, which has the famous melody which people know, bum, 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 and so forth. Underneath it is a rhythm of 3 long beats. Bum, 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 and the repeating bum, 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 bum. And that rhythm is used in it. And also molossus, or molasses, is the name of a species of bat, which is why it's appropriate for the movie Batman Begins in that song. Urigo, urigo, the passionate desire. Urigo. Romani, romani is a molasses. It's not a bacchus. It's not romani. That's wrong. That's not Latin. Romani is. Invisai, unseen. Invisai. Earlier, we did querentes, and I brought this up deliberately because it contrasts with quaerentes. Querentes, meaning those who are complaining, is a bacchus, short, long, long. But quaerentes is a molasses, long, long, long. Speakers of Latin that use the traditional Polish or German or Italian pronunciations of Latin pronounce the diphthong I as a monophthong E, which I think is perfectly fine. However, it's very important to realize that even if we pronounce this as querentes, that it is still distinct from querentes. Querentes, a bacchus, short, long, long. Querentes in the ecclesiastical pronunciation. It's still long here, even if it's turned into a monophthong. And in my classical pronunciation, quaerentes, querentes, bacchus, molasses. That concludes my summary of the trisyllables in Latin. Of course, there are just any countless number of words that could fit into any of these 8 patterns. And now my challenge to all of you is, in the comment section of this video, write a Latin word that is a tribrach, one that is a dactyl, one that's an amphibrach, one that is an anapest, one that is a bacchus, one that is a cretic, one that's an antibacchus, and one that is a molasses. Do that, and you'll be well on your way to internalizing the inherent metrical nature of Latin rhythm. Thank you for watching. Please share, like, and subscribe. I'm Luke, and this is Polymathy.
Labrut dulcius mele, saporis memor, auriendus mulsur, Dicite patior, perdite te cupior.